Flock up or flock off, not you. You stick around because it's going down. We back in here on a What the Flock Wednesday. You're probably asking yourself, what the flock is going on with this offseason and this free agency? We all feeling it. Some people feel good about it. Some people feel bad about it. We're going to break it down right here. We're going to throw it in our flock pots, break it down, chop it up, throw it on the table. And you consume it how you deem fit. Because we ain't here, y'all. Do remember, before we do anything, let's keep the maniac thing. Please like and subscribe. If you about that fly, Eagles fly. Drop a comment in the box. If you flying with the flock, let's fly. Do remember, join that maniac thing. Know the gang. You hit that bell. You get a bang whenever I'm on this YouTube thing. Oh, yeah. And let's keep the main thing. You already know. Hope this video finds you in good vibes, good ties. If you're not there, I hope this helps you get there. Because we about to go there. Oh, yeah. What we got for your flock pots, y'all, man. First off, let's just get straight to it, man. Yo. Yeah, man, I'm seeming to be on the wrong streak, bro. Ever since the Super Bowl, right? I mean, the Eagles, you know what? I say that to say this. The Eagles made us right as Eagles fans right many times last season. Since this loss, man, things are going well. You know, things are going well. We getting better over here, you know what I mean? Getting over all that, getting out of that L hole, you know what I'm saying? But dogs, I'm like, yo, ain't no way Howie busting the stupid dope moves, Howie Potter waving that magic wand is ever gonna flock with CJGJ's agent ever again. And boom, right there, like instantaneously. Watching the press of the day now, so I think I saw it last night. Someone dropped it in the comments. Justin Evans has the same agent as CJGJ. That's crazy. Why are we still talking about this guy, right? I don't know, man. It's still going. You know what I'm saying? The guy was really good. You know what I'm saying? We can't deny that. I know a lot of us are angry at him right now. He's even posting craziness like, oh, we calling us switch ups. Like, you really talking to the fans? Like, you can never win. The fans always win. Most of the time. You know what I'm saying? You get what I'm getting at. You picking up what I'm laying down. Just like called a switch. So it's like I'm trying to still, try not to be too crazy about it. Not trying to lose my head. Not trying to be all, Mixie sometime, yes, he is. But we can't help it, man. You come at us, we coming right back at you. You kidding me? What was you talking about, boy? But, yeah, enough of him. So, anyway, Justin Evans has the same agent as CJGJ. And Howie, you know what I mean? Forget all that, because you know what? Howie gets it. Howie sees this. Howie busts the stupid dope moves. It's like, forget all that BS. Nothing personal on this side. So goes and grabs a guy. I'm just mad at the agent with the drop mic thing. Like, you know what? But like I said, man, Howie's going to figure out a way to violate these dudes one way or another, and another way around. And it's going to be something that's not going to affect us or hurt us as a team. Enough of that, right? So let's get into the players. So like I said, it's a What the Flock Wednesday. What the flock is going on in free agency? Some people are giving it thumbs up. Some people giving it thumbs down. Me, I'm a little neutral with it because I'm on it. Nah, bro, fuck that. Because, I look at the world through Eagles colored glasses, man. I think we doing what we do when we do what we do. And that's how we busting stupid dope moves, waving that magic wand. Like I said before, a lot of people want to talk about the Fast and Furious, the free agent frenzy, when everything starts up and all that. But we know Howie is like, he's just different at this, man. He comes through with that late and luxurious. You feel me? Like, boom, out of nowhere. We just got a whole damn team, like, just great, amazing pickups towards the end of free agency, in the middle of free agency, during the draft, trades, all kinds of things go down. This guy does the damn job. Like one of the commenters said earlier yesterday, I try to stay away from comparing these guys to biblical, because I was one of those people that was with the In Chip We Trust. Yeah, that came out of my mouth. Yeah, I was one of those guys, and he just was not that. So I try to stay away from. So one dude said, and how we have faith, or something along those lines. I just tried to erase it out of my thought process altogether, because I don't want to do that. But say that to say this. I could get into a little Greek mythology, Roman. What is it, Roman? I don't know, something like that. Howie is Herculean in his efforts and what he does in end season and off season, with the trades, in season, off season, whatever, however you want to do it. He does this. So people just calm down. If you're getting a little crazy, if you're getting a little antsy, if you're thinking that Howie's maybe losing his touch, losing his touch. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Let's call a spade a spade. Let's be real. We're real. Let's be in the real. Let's keep it. We in the nest now, right? So we can keep it real in here, right? So boom. We look at these acquisitions. We've seen it before. We've seen other teams do this before. We've seen our team do it before. We pick up guys, basically reclamation projects. Guys, basically projects. They're like, that guy, he's skip right to it. A lot of injury-prone guys. We got let's just break it down so far. The acquisitions we've made: Rashad Penny, injury. Nick Morrow, he's had an injury history. Greedy has had an injury history. This guy Justin Evans, I believe, has missed 2 seasons. Oh, so it's a little crazy. We're looking at it right now like, I don't know. But now think about it like this. A lot of these guys that we lost, even though we're going to pick up pieces here and there in free agency and all that, right? A lot of the guys we lost, I heard, who was it? I believe it was Damian Woody today on ESPN speaking to this. A lot of the guys that we lost, we damn near had their replacements in the locker room. Guys getting playing time last year. They were getting playing time. They were in the locker room. If they weren't getting playing time, they were learning. You're sitting there. You're around it. We're not so much taking guys straight from the draft and throwing them in there, which would be great to do. It would be great to have guys like, I'm not even going to say his name, but you know I'm talking about the guy down in that other place. Guys going dizzy with stars around their heads and all that, right? Anyway, it would be great to get a guy like that. Just come in first year, boom, hit the track running, we good to go. But we like to develop our guys. Let the guys sit back and watch so that you're not so much dependent on someone so young with so much responsibility. Dude, it's like handing the keys to a Ferrari to a baby. We don't want to do that. You know what I mean? Let's develop these guys, right? So when you look at it, right? So you lose a guy like TJ Edwards, you got a guy like Nakobe Dean right behind him. You lose a guy like Hargrave, you got a guy like Jordan Davis right behind him. We've got guys in this locker room that can do the job that these guys did before. Possibly, maybe not quite at the same level that they did it, but possibly. And who knows? We may have guys that can surpass the levels that these guys were before. We don't know till they get on the field. But all we can do is have faith in our team, in the AGLES. This is what we do over here with fans, with fanatics. The root of the word fanatic. We're a little crazy, get a little fanatical when it comes down to our team. And we're really possessive of this thing. And the thing that we had last year, the guys that we had last year, we had a lot last year. And it's very rare. Albeit, I know we all want to repeat it. It's very rare to put together a roster like how we put together last year and being able to pivot from that and still remain relevant in this league. You saw what happened with the Rams after they did their all in, had a dope bet, took home the house for a year. They went home with all the ladies that night and all that. Next year, they're bums, they're scrubs. Get them to flock up out of here. So this is what happens. I don't want it to happen to us. I was thinking earlier today, like, when you think about every time we made it to the Super Bowl, think about that next season, and I tried to quickly eliminate those memories from my mind. But the little bit that I did retain real quick, because I don't want to get too deep into that, is that there was a little rough sledding for those. Yeah. So enough of that. The difference I see with us, what our team has that these other teams didn't have when they went all in, is the 2 first-round draft picks. The rest of the draft, not so much. I believe I tightened it up today. Followed up a little bit more on the draft capital that we do have. I believe it's the 2 first rounds, the 2nd and 3rd, and then nothing in the 4th, 5th, and 6th. Boom in the 7th, right? But I heard someone echo my sentiments and say basically exactly what I've been saying the whole time. We can still use some of those compensatory picks that we have from 24 to try and get more draft capital this year, because at this point we would have something like 12 draft picks in next year's draft. And there is a such thing as having, you remember yesterday I joked about, I said maybe these guys don't need their draft packs. No, it actually does happen, because when you don't have that many roster spots to fill and you have way too many draft picks, then you use that as capital to get other things or future picks down the line. Places where you may have been weak not have had as many or will have as many picks to acquire talent and this, that, and fourth, this, and blah, 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 and all that. So I say all that to say this. I think we're in a good place. We don't know until we get on the field. But just looking back at the guys that we did get, Penny, we saw he was explosive last year when he did play. Like, I was looking at this dude like, damn, because I was definitely looking at him in the fantasy draft. Like, this might be a guy. I had Kenneth Walker. I knew he was going to be a stud. I was out there in Michigan when they played Michigan State. I wasn't actually at the game, but my boy's a big Michigan fan. I was out there for the Detroit Eagles game. And not the past year, the year before. And I got to see Kenneth Walker because he was watching the Michigan game, because he's hard-body Michigan fan. What up to Inf out there? Yeah, he's a Weeman fan. Forget him now, right? So you got that going. And Kenneth Walker was the man. So I picked up Kenneth Walker. I wanted to grab Penny so that he could back up. You handcuff these guys. And if you don't know anything about fantasy, that's what you like to do, or you try to do sometimes, if the situation permits, right? Whatever the case may be. And then I see Penny, he's going off the first 5 games. But You could almost set a clock to it. He got injured, and then he was out for the rest of the season. But, man, he was looking good prior to that. And this dude is a beast. He's a behemoth coming down, and he's stupid fast for no reason at all. This dude weighs, like 230, 220 pounds, 5 foot, whatever. And it's like, this guy is a beast. So when he's out there, so him going into our locker room, the way we take care of our players, we don't try to beat them up too much. Possibly this could work for us. Similarly, it goes the same way for Greedy. Speaking of Greedy, I watched his presser yesterday, and I forgot to get into it, man. Whatever the case may be, I loved his energy. I like how this guy sounds. He sounds like he's ready to get in here and hit the ground running and just do the damn thing. Now, I hope I like his game as much as I like his personality in that presser. These things don't always match up. I could go down the line of dudes like that just didn't pan out after me seeing the presser. Not really, though. Howie seems to get some good guys, man. But we'll get into all of that later, right? So we got Greedy. Love his energy. There are multiple things he could do. They say that, who was I listening? I believe I was listening to Gate. He said, he's a similar talent-wise and player-wise are two different things. Athletically, he's similar to Slay, a little bit taller, right? Then also a little bit slighter also, right? But athletically, they kind of matched up. Now it's a matter of trying to make him the player on the level of a Darius Slay, right? So you got that going. Morrow, another guy who's dabbled in and out with injury. I believe he missed the whole year. He was speaking about that in his press. I love his energy too. Love that guy. Seems to have his head on right. A good head on his shoulders. He gets this thing. You can tell, right? And he's actually, I'll get into that right after this. Time out, guys. Mrs. Maniac is coming. We got to be quiet. Shh. Is that many maniacs? Oh, man, they about to jump me. I'm going to have to time out real quick. Nah, they seem like they're cool. They're going to let me talk. All right, cool. I can stay in the nest. As long as I'm in the nest and I don't mess with them, I'm good to go. Right, boom, bang, pow. So here's how it goes down. So you got the guy, Morrow. I like him. He sounds like he gets this thing, right? Good player. He had a year off. And he kind of jacked up. He was mad that he missed their playoff year. And then he was doing work over there in Chicago last year. I believe he may have led the team in tackles. I told you he's more so he's better in pass coverage than he is at run defense, but he can still do his thing in run defense. From what I understand, he's serviceable. I have to watch a little bit more on him and see how it goes down. And you got that guy and the last guy, Justin Evans. His presser, that dude seemed like he ain't want nothing to do. The media right now probably hates him because he wasn't for it. And I get it, you come into a new town, you don't know what these guys write, you don't know how they may write about you, so you're not going to give them nothing. So you know what? That's what it is. He just seems like a baller. He seems like he's a player. He's here for that sole express purpose, strictly to ball out, and I'm with that. They asked me a few questions about CJGJ. It seemed like he didn't like him, so I like that. But, I could just be looking too far into it. That's just probably what I want to see, right? Open my eagle eye, raise my eagle eyebrow. Ah! This is what I want. But you know what we need? We need these dudes to be players coming out. And I say all that to say this. Now, you got them there. They're guys with injury histories, but they also have ridiculous upside. You've got the Evans kid who was a second-round draft pick. You got Greedy who was a second-round draft pick. Really like a first-round draft pick because he was there. He was Cleveland's first pick that season, right? So you got that going. The guy Morrow, he's a great story because he comes from, I believe, a Division III school, and he's out here in the NFL. And what they loved about him is just his go-get-itness. You know what I mean? He's out there. He's going to get it. They love his pursuit to the ball. See the ball, get the ball. That's it, period. I love it. And he's also a former safety, so he has versatility in that. Not to mention, you've got the guy, Justin Evans, who has versatility. He played a little bit of safety and nickel last year. Slot back, right? Slot corner, rather. So we've got versatility. We got guys with a lot of upside, and we already know about Rashad Penny. Upside is ridiculous. I believe they actually drafted him to replace the dude I used to always pick him in fantasy also, Chris Carson. So, they had high hopes for him too. And we're not looking to get that much out of him. I believe Gainwell is the next man up as far as that goes. So, I think we're in good hands. I think these guys are we're going to be all right. But this is all thoughts and conjecture, speculation at this point. And I hope we have it. That's really what it is at the end of the day. But there's a lot of free agency left to go. Like I said, we've got Howie with the late and luxurious. If we were playing, if this was Fast and Furious, You know how he's playing Vin Diesel. You know, he's Vin Eagle over here. You know, he's going to come through with the late and luxurious pickups later in free agency. So I think a lot of people who are a little shaky right now, getting their feathers ruffled, just relax. I think we're in a good place, especially in Howie's hands. Howie, busting the stupid dope moves. Howie powder waving that magic wand. Good things are to come. And I think we've done great already with the things that we've gotten. So everyone could just cool out. But I know how it is, y'all. Get the phone, B! Are we serious? Yo, bro, this is the Eagle Maniac Hour. What is we doing over? This is What the Flock Wednesday. Of course the phone is going to ring. Who even has a house phone anymore, man? Leave that in the comments if you still got a house phone. It's fucked up, man. It's fucked up. I don't like that. Y'all ever seen Belly? Yeah. So, yeah. So, you know, I think we're in a good place. How he's going to hold this thing down. If I was to give this a grade so far, I'm giving us a C+. Because we're making the moves we got to make. Of course, we're upset. You know, a lot of us, I never thought that we would keep Hargrave. Like, you knew Hargrave's amount was going to be a little too high. But then again, I didn't think we would keep Bradbury. And we kept Bradbury and CJGJ's gone. So I guess that's a bit of a wash to a certain extent. I mean, when you think about it, these corners are what great corners is what gives safeties the opportunity to be better safeties. Or it could work vice versa. We're going to find out this year who is who and what's what. But I believe we have two great defensive backs still. It was great to retain those two dudes. And this defense is shaping up. And I still think with the pieces that we have, we'd still be a top 10 defense. The grade I would give is something like a C+, maybe a B- right now. We're seeing that the rest of the NFC East is moving and shaking right now. I heard something crazy earlier talking about Lamar Jackson to the Bumanders, the Commanders, right? That'd be nuts. But they're moving and shaking. You know, they turning corners. A lot of teams, you know. So we back to this NFC beast thing, man. So I mean, if you can't be the best, you might as well be part of the best, right? So they are part of our greatness, you know. You know, we really won that Super Bowl, man. Yeah, I'm back in denial. Now we ain't gonna play those games. But yeah, so that's where I see it. What else did I want to get into? I got anything else for y'all before I get the flock up out of here? One last thing. Yeah, speaking of Hargrave, right? We ain't calling him Hargrave no more, man. That's Holgrave. Like, is you kidding me? This dude, like, you know what? I may be jumping the gun. I just heard it. I didn't actually put my eyes on this. I didn't raise my eagle eye to it. Didn't raise my eagle eyebrow to it. You feel me? But I heard that Hargrave is over there saying now that he's in that locker room, he's seeing that, if they had Purdy, they would have probably beat us. Like, why do these dudes turn? And I hate to use such a derogatory term, man, but why do these guys turn coats, man, shaking tail feathers over there when they get around their new people, man? Like, what is we doing? Is this what we doing now? This what we doing now? You forgot what I did to you? I did this to you. I made you. Ooh. Oosa. But you know how we do around this time, about this time, at this time, man. Until the next time, make it your best time. In the meantime, between time, keep it a green time. You already know we got questions still, man. In this off season, we got questions. We got questions for you, Howie. What you gonna do? What are you gonna do? But what is the rest of the league gonna do when Howie busts these stupid dope moves, waves that magic wand, and runs wild on you? Because I love this time of year. But really, what you gonna do when Eagle Mania runs wild on you? Play my music, gangsta. EAGLES, Eagles. Woo! You okay in here? I think I look like armpits.
What you see that? Do when the Eagles coming for you?
I love it.